We've always been drawn to one another and to unplanned interactions within a city. Even a century ago, Chicago was filled with life between its buildings. People gathered not because they had to, but because gathering in collaboration was desired. Somewhere along the way, that rhythm changed. Screens replaced sidewalks, cafes, bars, and parks. Once the highlight of our urban experience now fades into the background. From above, the city still looks alive, a maze of concrete and glass, but down below, you can feel the quiet. The city's routine has changed, more subdued than the past.
Everyday routines have changed, a social impact left behind by the pandemic. We learned to live inside our screens, to connect without truly being present. But cities were never meant to be experienced alone. Humans are social by design. We crave proximity, unplanned encounters, and the buzz of a shared space. Without it, even the most beautiful architecture feels hollow. The pandemic didn't just empty our streets. It rewired how we think about space itself. Home became work, work became home. And our in-between spaces, our third places, started to disappear. But people were never meant to live without connection. We thrive on shared spaces that bring us together.
Urban sociologist Ray Oldenburg called them third places, spaces that exist between the obligations of home and the productivity of work. From his book, The Great Good Place, he quoted, "The nature of a third place is one in which the presence of a regular is always welcome, although never required. Eventually, social bonds develop through a type of informal intimacy. They're where community happens naturally, at the corner cafe, on a park bench, in the spaces we often overlook. Third places are more than just locations. They're mechanisms of belonging. They blur the line between stranger and neighbor. They remind us that city life isn't about proximity, it's about collaboration. When these spaces disappear, the city loses something deeper than noise. It loses connection."
As urban designers, we understand that cities are more than grids and zoning maps. They're social ecosystems. Design decisions, no matter how small, shape the way people interact. A well-placed bench, a shaded plaza, a ground floor cafe, these are architectural gestures that encourage community. Third places are where urban design meets human behavior. They're proof that space isn't neutral, it either invites or excludes. When planning overlooks the human scale, we get sterile cities, efficient but empty. When it embraces it, we create the conditions for belonging.
When design invites gathering, the city thrives. These third places are the highlights of the urban landscape. They bring more joy than a screen ever could. Our challenge as designers and individuals is to protect and reimagine these spaces, to build cities that prioritize connection over convenience. Because if cities are designed for human interactions, then third places are the areas that bring urban life together. This is what thoughtful design can do. It creates places that slow us down, draw us in, and remind us that the city isn't just a network of buildings, it's a network of people. So now our exploration will continue in our next video, right here, beginning at the Riverwalk, to explore some of Chicago's most iconic third spaces and see how design keeps the city connected.